Good day, it's Stephen Bruck with another Messianic Moment. Before I start, please, if you like what you hear, like the page. If you're on my website, messianicmoment.com, please go to the right corner margin and subscribe. If you're looking at this on YouTube, please go to the lower corner there and click on the icon, Messianic Moment icon, and subscribe there. If you make comments, I really appreciate them. Of course, be nice, whether you agree or disagree. But please make the comments on my website so that others who may not be watching the video, because I also do these vlogs in a written format, let them share in your comments and my answers so that we can all be edified by what we have here. So that's enough of that. Thank you for watching. I want to say that also. So, how many times do we proclaim to others that God is in control? And how many times, now you don't really actually have to count this, does the Bible tell us that God is in control? Yet, it seems that too many times we see things happening in the world that would indicate God is not in control. And we see good things happen to bad people, we see bad things happen to good people, we read about mass murders, we see crimes go unpunished, people in positions of authority that abuse that authority and no one does anything about it. We see this all the time. The writer of the book of Kohelet, which is Ecclesiastes, also asked about these things as well. And his conclusion was that nothing really matters. Everything is just chasing the wind. No matter what we do, it's chasing the wind. His final statement was that fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Well, with all due respect to the writer of Kohelet, I think I have the answer to why it seems that God is not in control. And here it is. Being in control doesn't mean you're controlling everything. Okay. I was in the business world for some 40 years plus, from Marine Corps all the way through to the help desk at IT, in sales, in management, in finance. And I've had a lot of experience. And I've been in charge of something all the way along there, either in my own office, a department, a number of different departments at one time, and anywhere from 12 to over 350 people. And what I've learned is that when you are the one in charge, to develop your people, give them the skills and the understanding that they need to improve themselves, you sometimes have to let them take control and screw up on their own. You know, of course, you don't let them screw up anything really important or anything that would cause harm to themselves or anybody else, but just let them have their way with the little things and give them a chance to swim or sink. And always be there to fish them out if they need you to. With God and humanity, it's the same. God is in control of everything. I mean, there's nothing He cannot do or make happen. But just because He can make anything happen doesn't mean He will make anything happen. He will often leave us to our own devices to allow us to learn the important lessons we need to learn. And you might be asking, what lessons? Well, for one, we need to learn to depend on God and not on our own strength. What better way to do that than to leave us alone to totally mess things up to the point where we have to call on Him for help? Now, I've been there a number of times. Hands raised, how many people have been there? Yeah. Another lesson we need to learn is patience, as in how to wait on God for justice. What better way to do that than to allow evil to propagate and let us see it happen? I like to say lots of times that Proverbs 20:22 tells us, do not say, I'll pay you back for this wrong. Wait for the Lord and He will avenge you. And sometimes God actually lets us see that happen. Yeah. One of the most important lessons we need to learn is about forgiveness. And how else can we learn that unless somebody hurts us? God is unquestionably able to control everything that happens everywhere. But He doesn't. He controls everything by not controlling everything and allowing us to control those things that will lead us to better understand God, His ways, and our role in His plan of salvation. Don't let yourself be fooled by those that argue because of all the evil and wrong done in the world, God can't exist. He doesn't exist, because if God exists, he would not allow it. They just don't understand how it works. They're trying to box God in to their own understanding and desires, and that will never work. God is so far above us that we can't even imagine or ever understand his ways, and we shouldn't be able to. You know, I once read that a God who can be understood by the mind of man is not worthy of the worship of man. Think about that. I totally agree. You know, I'm not all that upset when I see the evil that is being done in the world. It bothers me a lot, and mostly, of course, when it's done to me, and it has been. But it's not because I like or condone evil. That's not the reason I don't get too upset about it. I mean, I would love to see evil totally excised from our lives. But it ain't going to happen until God is ready to take out his righteous vengeance on the nations. My response to evil is not apathy, but trusting confidence that God will render justice when he is ready, and that justice will be perfect. I know that God will let me control whatever things he puts in my power to control. And as long as I try to let God lead me, I know he is there waiting to catch me if and when I mess up. So God controls by letting us be in control so that we can learn. Never count on your own strength. Count on God. Wait for him and trust in him. And that's today's lesson. So, again, if you like it, please click the little like button. Make comments. I love to hear comments. It really helps, not just for me, but anybody who does these sort of blogs and postings. I think any comment, even one like thank you or I agree, I disagree, this is why, discussion, it really helps those of us who do this to know that someone's out there actually listening. But again, I trust in God to get the word out. I try to do whatever I can to give glory and honor to him through his word. So please let me know if I'm doing a good job. I appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Baruch Hashem.